Thank you again for joining us for our next installation of our virtual Dominion Energy Jazz Cafe. Tonight, we feature someone we haven't seen in quite some time, just at Jazz Cafe in general, certainly not yet on this virtual broadcast. We're welcoming Claudia Carawan and friends for a particularly special evening of positively soulful music. Claudia, the stage is yours.
Friend, if it makes you feel alright, I'll give you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. I don't care too much for money, money can't buy me love. I give you all I got to give, if you say you love me too. But what I got, I'll give to you. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Can't buy me love. Everybody tells me so. Can't buy me love. Oh, no, no, no. Oh. Say you don't need no diamond ring, and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you like the kind of things that money just don't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. Tells me so. Can't buy me love. Oh, no, 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 no. Say you don't need no diamond ring, and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you like the kind of thing that money just don't buy. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love. All right. Wow. It's great to be back at the VMFA making music with friends. We always love being here, and we're sorry that you're not here with us in this beautiful auditorium, but I'm counting the days. We'll be together again soon. I am Claudia Carawan, and we're going to do a mix of some positively soulful music. You know, there's a full moon tonight. Didn't know if you guys knew that, which is interesting because the moon has been the inspiration for so many great jazz songs. What a little moonlight can do. Moonlight in Vermont, moon dance, blue moon. And this beautiful song written by Henry Mancini, Moon River. I'm crossing you in style someday. Oh, dream maker, you heartbreaker, wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. River and me. Two drifters off to see the world. There's such a lot of world to see. We're after the same rainbows and waiting round the bend, my huckleberry friend. Ooh, river and me. That was Lucy Kilpatrick on that beautiful solo. Give her a hand, folks. Right now, we're going to follow up with a great song for one of my favorite songwriters, the great American songwriter, Mr. Irving Berlin, who gave us so many great songs. Did you guys know he actually wrote the Happy Birthday song? Yes, he did. As well as God Bless America and White Christmas and so many classics like this one. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. I seek. When we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven. And the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak. When we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd like to climb a mountain and reach the highest peak, but it wouldn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd like to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arms about you. The charms about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven. And my heart beats so that I can hardly speak. And I seem to find that happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. To climb a mountain and reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I like to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I put my arms about you. The charms about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak. When we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. When we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. All right. I think now would be a good time to introduce these wonderful players that are the foundation for what I'm doing up here. On the drums, we got Mr. Todd Woodson. And on the bass, and also doing great choreography, is Carter Blough. He's always an inspiration to watch. And on the keys, we have a wonderful sister and friend, Lucy Kilpatrick. The girl's got some killer fingers, right? I'm telling you. And right now, part of what I do is I like to create inspirational music. And so I'm feeling right now that we're going to take you to church right now with a song that was made popular by Curtis Mayfield. If you're at home, feel free to pass the collection plate or just send a donation to the Richmond Jazz Society. Okay? Hey, 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 hey. People get ready. There's a train a-coming. You don't need no baggage. You just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. You don't need no ticket. You just thank the Lord. People get ready for the train to Jordan, picking up passengers from coast to coast. Faith is the key. Open the doors and board them, There's a room for those who love the most. Oh, show me your love, yeah. People get ready. There ain't no room for the hopeless fools who would hurt all mankind just to save his home. Have pity on those whose chances grow thinner. There ain't no hiding place from the kingdom's throne, yeah. Hey, yeah, people get ready. Get ready, there's a train that's coming. You don't need no baggage, you just get on board. All you need is faith to hear the diesel humming. You don't need no ticket, you don't need no ticket, you don't need no ticket. Yeah, yeah. You don't need your baggage. You don't need your ticket. All you need is the love in your heart and to thank the Lord. Come on, people, get ready. Oh, it feels like church up in here. All right, we're going to do a song from Horace Silver. All right, so we'd like to share a song now that's an original composition, and a really interesting story how this came about. I co-wrote this with a wonderful songwriter, Jan Garrett, who is based in Colorado, and we were at a songwriting retreat a couple years ago, and we were given the task of writing a song in 2 hours and being ready to perform it that evening. And so we looked at each other and said, what do we have in common? And we both discovered that we were both jazz vocalists that loved to sing this great American music called jazz. So we thought, why don't we make a tribute song to all of the great jazz classic songs that we love to sing? So embedded in this lyric are at least 26 references to great jazz songs. And I invite you at home to get out a pad of paper and see if you can catch them all. The name of the song is Everything's a Song. As time goes by, I try to remember that our love is here to stay. But my foolish heart, while we're apart, longs for your night and day. I got the world on a string, but it don't mean a thing ever since I fell for you. Every time we say goodbye, am I blue? Not really. On a clear day, everything is grand. On a foggy day, I still got a winning hand. It's a wonderful world, and baby, don't get me wrong. 'Cause when you're in love, everything's a song. Overjoyed, it could happen to you. I'm on the sunny side of the street, you know it's true. And you might ask, how long has this been going on? When you're in love, everything's a song. Just in time, my funny Valentine came through. An unexpected stardust melody. I know there will never be another you. They can't take that away from me. At last, I'm so in love with my romance. It's an open invitation. Shall we dance? I'm over the rainbow, right where I belong. 'Cause baby, when you're in love, everything's a song. Oh, go Lucy. Just in time, my funny Valentine came through. An unexpected stardust melody. I know there will never be another you. They can't take that away from me. At last, I'm so in love with my romance. It's an open invitation. Shall we dance? love, everything. When you're in love, everything. I tell you, when you're in love, everything's a song. Everything's a song. Like Killer Joe. Everything's a song.
Claudia Carawan, friends. Lucy. Hi. Can't get enough of Miss Kilpatrick. And it is a time for these folks behind us to take a break. Claudia, can we have a chat over here? Absolutely. All right. Claudia, thank you so much for that very exciting first set. I know the second is just as exciting because I get a sneak peek of all of you at home.
Thanks for having me.
Well, first, for sure, I can't wait to have you back. I told you before we began rolling cameras, I missed hearing you sing in the cafe. It's been a while since I've heard your voice, and I'm delighted to have you on the stage tonight with me. Before we begin our conversation, would you please take a moment to tell this audience that does not yet know you a little bit about who you are in your own words?
Okay. I'm Claudia Carawan. I create what I call positively soulful music. I really believe as an artist that words matter. And so when I choose the songs I'm going to sing or the songs that I choose to write, I try to create music that lifts people's vibe or their energy. I'm a teacher. I love all styles of music, especially jazz, but I perform lots of different styles, and I think I'm really eclectic in my taste.
So tell me then, where does the love for music come from for you? Can you recall the first time you really knew that this was your passion?
Oh, yes, I do. I remember when I was a child in elementary school. I grew up in Northern Virginia at Fairfax County Schools, and they had a program that brought guitars into the school. And I remember I learned to play 3 chords on the guitar, and I came home that night and I told my father, I need to have a guitar because the teacher told me I was pretty good at it. And he said, well, your brother has an old beat-up Silvertone in the basement. Will that do? And so that was the beginning of my musical journey.
So your brother played?
He did, but I'll be honest, there wasn't really a whole lot of musicians in my direct family. I would say that my mother and her family came from Trinidad and Tobago. Wow. So I grew up hearing a lot of music from the islands and listening to Harry Belafonte and all the musicals that she loved, My Fair Lady, Oklahoma. My father really didn't have much interest in music at all. Matter of fact, they both were a little nervous when they found out that that was going to be my life, career choice. But
I think all parents are when their kids say, I'm going into the arts in general. Oh boy, here we go.
I know. I said it's going to be music or nothing.
Yeah, that's what I said. And look at us both.
Yeah, we're happy.
Which for sure.
I no longer need a therapist. I've got music.
And rhythm and soul.
Yeah.
Now, Trinidad and Tobago, you must be familiar with rhythms and sounds. Is that where the love of jazz comes from for you, or how do you discover this art form?
You know, I think even though I studied classical music at VCU, I started to learn about jazz from there. They did not have a vocal jazz program for vocalists, but I would watch the instrumentalists. And, we had to go to a certain amount of performances to get our listening credits in. And the jazz program brought in some amazing players. McCoy Tyner, Elvin Jones, Marion McPartland, Betty Carter, Sheila Jordan. I got so excited because I knew deep in my heart, even though I was learning to sing Ave Maria and other beautiful art songs, I knew I wasn't going to dedicate my life to being a classical singer. And on top of that, during my college years, I was waiting tables at a place called Bogart's Back Room.
Okay. Okay.
That was part of my education into jazz. They had so many great players in that room. And then later on, I found myself in a band that was playing in that room, the Joe Scott Band,
Wow.
with Lucy, Kilpatrick, and Virgil Brackens and Joe
yeah.
Scott. Yeah, and oh boy, I learned so much about jazz just from those early formative years.
Now, we have already heard you sing quite a few songs tonight, and you clearly have a great handle of scale, of pitch, of rhythm, of jazz itself, but you were studying classical music, so I'm wondering, where do you learn to control your voice and to use it in such a soulful and jazzy way?
Oh, wow. Thank you. And I think for me, I went to a program years ago called Jazz in July, and it was really cool. I mean, there were great educators there. Max Roach, Yusuf Lateef, Sheila Jordan, and a gentleman, a trumpeter named Charles Ellison told us, he told all the singers, that you must listen to instrumentalists and sing and phrase like an instrumentalist. Likewise, he told the instrumentalists, you need to listen and breathe like singers. So I think that's the answer to your question, really, is don't sing pitches and rhythms, feel them, breathe them in and let them emerge.
It was one of the most powerful lessons my mother taught me. When she was teaching me to sing growing up, she was not teaching me jazz at that time. She was really just teaching me anything. But she would tell me, first of all, I was a child, and she would say, you sound like a little boy. I need you to find the mechanism to give me your real voice. And then she would sing along with strings and winds when she listened to music, and she had me do the same. And I think I learned so much in that way. It's I hear singers say the same thing in instrumentalists. I didn't think much of it at that time, but in the course of this show, you all are teaching me so much about what I already knew, perhaps, but didn't know was that valuable.
You know, it's like we're standing on the shoulders of those who came before us, you know, and when you think about it, all of those interactions with teachers and working as a waitress, they all kind of paved the road to where I'm at right now.
As a teacher yourself, how do you interact with your students, and what is your hope for them as they absorb what you're offering?
Yeah. Well, I have a vocal studio, and with the pandemic, it's moved online. And one of the things I tell my students all the time is that they must listen, 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 and listen very carefully, and then try to mimic. And the voice is capable of creating such a wide variety of sounds, whether you want to be a classical singer or have a gravelly kind of blues kind of sound or whatever. And so I just tell them to have fun, really. And if they make a sound that's good, I ask them, how does that feel? Where do you feel that in your body? Because, you know, we can't really see our vocal cords.
You feel it in your body. Yes,
yeah.
ma'am. I didn't mean to cut you off. I was really digging on that point. That's a beautiful way to describe it. What does your body feel like when you're doing it?
Yeah. Usually good. I mean, I think it's funny. It's like we're meant to vibrate.
And that's all sound is. That's all
We're human
doing.
vibrators. Yeah.
Air vibrating our vocal folds. That's all we're doing.
Yeah.
We're enjoying you as a singer, and I don't want to leave your voice, but I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk about your songwriting.
Oh, thank you.
Your process, the words you use. I mean, we have encountered one of your originals tonight. I can't wait for a little copy of that music so I can cover it myself. I really enjoyed that.
Thank you. I will send that to you.
Please. Writing songs.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little about that? What's that passion like?
Yes. Well, I think if I was to be put in a genre of music right now as a recording artist, I call myself a posse artist. And a lot of the music that I've written was inspired from working at a church for over 20 years. And it's a New Thought church, a Unity church in Southside, Unity of Bon Air. And very often the minister would talk to me about what she was going to talk about that week. And I'd look through my books, and if I couldn't find the perfect song, I would just put my heart into it and try and write a song that matched her message. And after 20 years of doing that, I've amassed quite a catalog. I've released 5 CDs.
Congratulations.
I'm really proud of it. I'm living my dream, on my terms. And 3 of my recordings are posse genre, which is spiritual but not religious. 1 is a Christmas CD, which is my most recent CD, and I'm going to send you a copy of it.
Please.
It's called Magic in the Air.
I love Christmas music, even though some don't. I love it.
Me too. It's fun. And then the other recording that I did is a blues recording. It's really cool how that came about. I was in a band years ago called Little Ronnie and the Blue Beats, and we were being considered for a recording deal with Alligator Records. And we recorded quite a few songs, and then the contract thing fell through, and we disbanded. And then like 20 years later, we got together and finished the recording. It's on Eller Soul Records, which is a Richmond recording label. And it's really fun to hear a recording of myself from 20 years ago when I was mostly just singing the blues.
So what made you come back to it after 20 years?
Well, when they said, we listened to the tape recording, and, my voice has aged, which is normal. But to hear myself 20 years ago, or actually it was 30 years ago, really, I just had so much spunk and grit. And, I said, these songs, I want to finish this recording. And everybody was in. And the leader of the band, Ronnie Owens, financed the project. And so it's a great recording. It's very sassy. And I do play a little sax on that.
And we're getting a little saxophone from you tonight. I know you're a guitarist, you're a pianist. Your main instrument is your voice. You're scatting. I struggled. I worked a long time to gain this skill. Al Jarreau helped me very much, just my ears.
Yeah.
I wonder for you, someone who was studying classical music the same way I did, how did you come to master it so well?
Oh, thank you. Boy, oh boy. Dr. Billy Taylor told us at Jazz in July, he said there was no singer, no musician that swings as hard as Ella Fitzgerald.
Smart man.
I know, and it made us feel so good, us singers, because in a way we're kind of at the bottom of the totem pole hierarchy of jazz. A lot of singers don't count, and but really, singers are magnificent musicians, and
For sure we are.
Ella Fitzgerald set the bar real high. I listened to her. I listened to Eddie Jefferson. I love him. I listened to Lambert Hendrickson Ross, Al Jarreau, and quite frankly, I never thought I was a very good scat singer. So thank you for telling me that. Thank you.
Oh, I believe it. I mean it. I tell all of my guests, not all of them, the ones I mean it. Next time you come, I might have a microphone in my hand.
Good.
And I'm not often left thinking, I don't know if I can keep up with that little improvisations there, but I'm going to work on it. You gave me something to a challenge of mine.
Yay.
Tell me something about Uncle Guy.
Oh, yeah. I mentioned earlier that there was really no musician in my direct family, but as a child, I had a mentor that I never met, and his name was Guy Carawan. And Guy Carawan was a recording artist on Flying Fish Records, and he won an Emmy for his role in the music for Keep Your Eyes on the Prize.
Come on.
And his friend was Rosa Parks and Pete Seeger, and he submitted a song to the civil rights movement called We Shall Overcome. And so his name is on the copyright of that song. And that's just something that I've always, as a child, I didn't know that about him. I just thought he was cool listening to his hillbilly music. But as an adult, I just feel a certain sense of pride. I've kept my maiden name, and I'm proud to be a Carawan.
I think you should be. I didn't know that story before tonight, and I got to tell, feeling a sense of pride getting to share this stage with you. Thank you again.
Thank you.
For being here with us. Claudia, I've enjoyed our talk. I've enjoyed our time together, and I'm looking forward to another half of a concert. Do you think you've got a few more songs in you? All right,
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward. Thank you again.
Thank you.
And we'll see you on the side.
Fabulous. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
always dream of you the whole night through. With the dawn, I still go on dreaming of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, spring and fall too. And we're there more than 24 hours in a day. They be spent in sweet content, dreaming away. When skies are gray, when skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too. All I do is dream of you the whole day through. The whole day through. With the dawn, I still go on dreaming of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, spring and fall too. And with them on than 24 hours in a day. They be spent in sweet content, dreaming away. When skies are gray, when skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too. All I do is dream of you the whole day through. Thank you so much. I just love that song. And as much as I love this next one, we're going to share from George and Ira Gershwin. There's a someone that I'm longing to see. I hope that he turns out to be someone to watch over me. I'm a little lamb who's lost in the wood. I know I could always be good to one who watches over me. And though he may not be the man some girls think of as handsome, to my heart Won't you tell him, please, put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. Won't you tell him, please, put on some speed, follow my lead. Oh, how I need someone to watch over me. Someone to watch over me. So those of you in our listening audience, we're taping this show in January of 2021. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. Yeah. And it means so much to us to be able to come here and make music for you and just hang out with me friends, I'll tell you. I was reading on my news feed the other day that new words are being developed because of the pandemic. For instance, if you experience anger over the pandemic, that's called panger. And there's also a word called panxiety, which is experiencing anxiety over the pandemic, which has a little to do with the next song that we're getting ready to share, which was written by John Lennon. It's kind of a dark lyric, kind of a sad lyric, actually. But I really do believe that the message in the end is that we'll all get by with a little help from our friends. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I changed my mind and opened up the doors. Help me if you can. I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze, and every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I never did before. Feeling down, and I do appreciate you coming round. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? Fun taking these Beatle tunes and reharmonizing them and feeling them with a jazz groove. All right, what do we got next? All right, something from a singer that we all love here, Amy Winehouse, Valerie. Well, sometimes I go out across the water and I look across the water, yeah. And I think of all the things of what you're doing, and in my head I get a picture. Since you come on home, well, my body's been a mess, and I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Won't you come on over, stop making a fool out of me? Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, did you have to Are you shopping anywhere? Change the color of your hair. Are you still busy? Or did you have to pay that fine? You were dodging all the time. Are you still busy? 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess. And I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Oh, why'd you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Why don't you come on over, Valerie? Valerie, Valerie, ooh, Valerie. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water, and I think of all the things of what you're doing, and in my head I paint a picture. 'Cause since I've come on home, well, my body's been a mess. I miss your ginger hair and the way you like to dress. Why don't you come on over? Stop making a fool out of me. Oh, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Oh, oh, Valerie. Ooh, Valerie. Oh, Valerie. Valerie. Come on over. Well, we're nearing the end of our set, and I want to thank you for tuning in with us. I want to remind you of these wonderful players, their names that are here on this stage, and I'm sure you're familiar with hearing them because they all play all around town. But again, on the drums, keeping down the groove, I got Todd Woodson. And taking care of this big, beautiful, shapely bass, Mr. Carter Blough. I like the way he handles her. It's beautiful. And of course, the beautiful and talented, wicked-fingered girl, Lucy Kilpatrick. She's so naughty. I love her. And we're going to end with a song that is so special to my heart, something from one of my favorite singers, making it a signature tune. I'm talking about Ella Fitzgerald. And, you know, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-a-da-ba, it don't mean a thing. All you gotta do is swing. Do-a-da-ba. Makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Just give that rhythm every little thing you got. Whoa, it don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing. Do-a-da-ba. swing. It don't mean a thing. All you gotta do is swing. Makes no difference if it's sweet or hot. Come on, give that rhythm every little thing that you got. It don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
I can't take much more pandemic. All I want to do is get out here and dance all around this stage with you, Claudia. Oh my God.
Oh, thank you so much.
Whew. Whew. Mercy. It's been a while since I came out here shouting and screaming. Claudia, man, that got my week ended right.
Good.
Set me up for the rest of this year, and I know it. Oh, my word. Y'all give me one. Catch my breath over here. Just lost 5. Thank you. There you go. Where's my rope? They can take it off me. I ramble. Oh, my goodness. I had a good time, y'all. I think you can tell. Thank you, Claudia. Thank you, all of her friends and mine. Thank you to the Richmond Jazz Society for sending us these folks. Thank you for Dominion Energy. Oh, yeah. Come on. Thank you to Dominion Energy for helping us make this happen. And thank you to Remember Tommy Productions for capturing the moment. And thank you at home for loving with us. Thank you for listening to us. And thank you for learning from us. In Richmond, Virginia, from the stage on the Leslie Cheek Theater at the Virginia Museum of Fine Arts, this has been our virtual Dominion Energy Jazz Cafe. I'm Robert Fennard. Good night.